aboard, space travelers. Please lower your harness and keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times. Prepare for blast-off.
Today's roller coasters are screen machines that break the laws of physics. Year by year another record maker rises into the sky, pulling the limits on human endurance. But who did it all? Well, the idea of the roller coaster started all the way back in the 15th century in Russia as ice slides used in the winter as a sport. Soon, these slides became to grow with steeper and higher drops. They also evolved in many years to come before the first real roller coaster were to be invented. Slides of Russia. To the dangerous, wheeled, dry slides of the French, which later had cars connected to the 18-mile March Chunk Railroad of Pennsylvania that reached speeds well over 100 miles per hour. Although these early crude coasters did have many features of today's roller coasters, none of them came close to Thompson's Switchback Railway. Born on March 8th, in Jersey, Ohio, Lamarcus Sadler Thompson began to invent at the age of 12. At the age of 17, he became a craftsman and built farmhouses in the countryside. In 1875, he patented a new process called seamless hosiery. This started Thompson's famous Seagull Knitting Company. One day, Thompson went to visit a March Chunk Railroad in Pennsylvania for a ride. Instead, he was turned back due to doctor's orders after suffering from nervous exhaustion. But his visit to the site gave him a wonderful idea: to build an amusement park ride that can be easily constructed anywhere. The location was at Coney Island in Brooklyn, New York. 1884, the first modern-day coaster would open to the public. Thompson's Switchback Railway, as it was called, had two sides to it, shown here in this model. The cars would glide down from a height of 50 feet of first tower at a speed of 6 miles per hour, going up and down over the hills until it lost its momentum. There, the riders would leave the car, climb up a flight of stairs, while ride operators would push the car uphill to the second tower. On each of the towers was a switch that would switch the cars from one track to the other that led in opposite directions, thus giving the switchback name. The switchback were made of wood painted white. Railroad-type tracks were used as the railway which guided the cars along the 450-foot ride. Two towers, one on each end, served as the station platforms. There were two extra levels to the platforms, one being the boarding and the other, a viewing platform. There were two passenger cars, one facing sideways and another facing forward. Each had 4 tray-like wheels. There were 5 rows of seats, each seating 2. Except for the front where a brakeman stood to stop the car when needed. There were handbrakes were off to the side for passengers to hold on to ensure safety. Thompson's new creation was not intended for thrill, but for a scenic trip along the beach at Coney Island. The roller coaster became a success, making an average $600 a day from 5-cent admissions. People would come from across the country and wait up to 3 hours in line to ride. Thompson's Switchback Railway was the first modern-day coaster and first roller coaster of any kind in the United States. thus giving Lamarcus Sadler Thompson the name, the father of the gravity ride. It did not last long in popularity.
It was successful because it was a new thing that had never been seen before. It was a novelty. And, you know, any roller coasters, even to this day, if they come up with a new twist on what's already been done, it's going to be a hit for at least for a while, till somebody comes.
Soon, he and his new partner, James Griffith, designed, marketed, and built a famous Thompson scenic railway. It was the latest in technology at a time with steam-powered cables, articulated carriages, and a return track. But what made it famous was the elaborate scenery. The ride opened in Atlantic City in 1887 and became the most popular ride in the whole world. Thompson soon opened more and more of his scenic railways. He also started the L.A. Thompson Scenic Railway Company. Other types of strange coasters appeared to challenge Thompson's designs over the next few years, more deadlier than the previous. This began the boom in roller coaster manufacturing with over 2,000 coasters in the United States alone. But one day, after Thompson completed his masterpiece in Venice, California in 1910, he died at his home at the age of 71. Over the years, most of his coasters were destroyed. He was remembered for his scenic railways, which was the precursor of Space Mountain, from the Earth to the Moon of Disneyland Paris and other theme park journeys. But Lamarcus Sadler Thompson was mostly remembered for his switchback railway that started a coaster craze and a coasters as we know them today.